Hi everyone, I'm Egan Orion, candidate for Seattle City Council in District 3. Today, after the last batch of votes came in, it was clear that our big election night lead had been reversed, leaving us around 1,500 votes behind our opponent. Clearly, this was not the result we wanted to see, but it leaves me with no other choice than to concede this election. In the 7 months since I joined the race, my campaign has knocked on over 30,000 doors. I personally walked every precinct of District 3 and talked to thousands of voters at doorsteps, forums, fundraisers, coffee chats, and on the street. You responded by giving me your time, money, and support for change in this year's election. You made this race worth running. Clearly, you love this city and want the best for it. Unfortunately, when Amazon dropped over $1 million into the city council races just as ballots were sent out, our closing arguments were completely subsumed by national media attention, with candidates like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren chiming in on our local city council races. What had been a clear lead for my campaign became a much closer race than anyone expected. I said at the time, and I still believe, that the spending was outsized for our tiny district elections, and it made the election not about my opponent's record and policies, but about Amazon and their massive unneeded spending. And even with that distraction, we saw record support. We got more votes than any other city council candidate other than my opponent and one other candidate citywide. But in the end, it was not enough. So obviously I'm concerned that we'll see 4 more years of national movement building for the Socialist Alternative Party instead of representation for constituents of District 3. 4 more years of reckless policies that cost the city millions in legal fees and settlements. And of course, we're bound to see more division than ever. So I ask you, residents of District 3, to hold the incumbent accountable, to call, to write, and most importantly, show up at city council meetings and fight for what's important for your neighborhood, your district, your city. I ran to make sure we all had a voice in City Hall. That's how a district system was intended to work. But we're going to have to fight a little longer and a little harder to make sure that happens. As I've done now for over a decade, I will continue to work building community in District 3. I haven't given up, and neither should you. Thank you to all my staff and volunteers for their dedication to this campaign. Thanks to the 15 unions who supported us, to the countless small businesses who joined us, and thanks to all of you who gave your time, money, and voice to support my candidacy. I owe you all a debt of gratitude, and I'll be right there in the fight with you every day to make sure we all have a city that works for us. Thank you.